Hello and welcome back to the 2024 Aramco Formula 4 Saudi Arabia Championship. And once again, my name is Aaron Thompson. I'm joined by Luca Filippi, and we're coming to you live now for the second race of this weekend. Luca, a lot of action in race one. Reverse grid now, that can only mean more action. Can you let the ladies and gentlemen to know what to look out for?
Yeah, I mean, we already had enough action, and race two, it's our reverse grid race, so normally it is the most exciting and the one with the most unpredictable finishes. This is what we normally have. And yeah, so after the first race, that was the starting grid was dictated based on the qualifying and the best lap time. This time we have the reverse second best qualifying lap, so let's see who will be on pole position.
Well, we're going to see who's on pole position in just a minute, but before then, let's run through the classification from the first race. In first position, we have Kirill Kutskov ahead of Federico Rafai, Andrei Petrovic, Oscar Wertz, Omar Al-Darain, Faisal Al-Kabani, Amna Al-Kabasi, Jabir Al-Thani, Abdullah Al-Kabasi, and Abdulaziz Abu Zenada. P11, Sagar Al-Mashaj, P12, Solomon Zanfari, and P13, Hamda Al-Kabasi.
So, yeah, I mean, there was really a lot of action, and just can't wait to see more. Definitely the grid will be totally different, basically upside down.
Here we are back on the grid for the second race of this wonderful day. Everybody's getting ready, and we are going to have a chat with the driver of the first row of this reverse grid. So let's have a chat with Abdullah Al-Kubaisi. Abdullah, you're starting on pole. Well, it's the first time for you. How does it feel?
It feels really good. I just hope I can keep the pace up through the whole race and maybe get on the podium, inshallah.
So good luck for your race. Let's give it all. Let's have some other chat with local hero Abdulaziz Abu Zenada. Here we are. Abdulaziz, you are starting in the first row. First of all, it's your rookie season. How does it feel?
It feels amazing. Hopefully we end this race with something great. Hopefully something to be proud of. Being here racing in front of my fans, my friends, my family. Hopefully we'll take a podium home today.
Let's give it all. Good luck, Abdulaziz. Let's have a small chat with, because the time is really tight there. So chat with Jabor Al-Thani. Jabor, this time you're not starting from pole on the reverse grid, so it's something new for you, starting on the second row. How does it feel?
Less pressure than first, obviously, but a lot less pressure now. And not generally worried about the guys up ahead. I'm worried about the guys behind me since they're faster than me.
Good luck, Jabor. Enjoy your race. So let's go ahead on the grid. Let's have a chat with the driver that has won most of the reverse grid of this championship, Faisal Al-Kabani, another local driver that has already run the last time. So Faisal, you are starting with the new tires. You are getting better all the time. This time you are in second row. Do you still have a chance?
I think, yeah, I still have a chance.
Are you going to give it all at the start, or you will try to manage this race?
You'll find out.
Good luck, Faisal. Enjoy your race. Let's go on to get some word from Oscar. Oscar just got a podium in the first race. So you are enjoying this time the reverse grid. You're starting quite close to the first row. Are you going to try straight away from the start?
Yeah, I think I have a good opportunity this race. Fortunately for race 2, I'm starting quite high up. Unfortunately, that means race 3 is not a good starting position. But I think I have a strong opportunity to go for the win, and I hope I do.
So good luck, Oscar. Enjoy your race. That's it from our side. Now it's your time, Luca and Aaron. Enjoy the second race.
Thank you very much, as always, Marcello. And as always, we wish you were up here with us. But in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be heading on track, and you can see the red car of, I believe, Abdullah Al-Kabasi will be starting in pole position. That will make things very, very interesting indeed. And alongside him, Abdulaziz Abu Zenada in P2 on the left-hand side of the front row. That's going to make it something special, I think, coming down into turn one, but that's part of the course here in Formula 4 Saudi Arabia. Great shot of the green machine there, driven by Abdulaziz Abu Zenada, and a fantastic look at the tires there, Luca Filippi, our favorite topic of communication, of course, the Pirelli. I believe this is the medium compound slick tires here this weekend. Anything new you can tell us about tires here this weekend, Luca, or have I finally talked to you to death about the subject?
So, like as you can see, there is like a DM, which is written on capital letters on the shoulder of the tire. So, like you said, right, it's the medium compound. M is for medium, and so this is the chosen tire of this category, Formula 4. So it's also used in other championship. I would say that this package that we are using, which is the Tatus Autotecnica Pirelli, is the, let me say, the most successful in terms of not just performance but also quality in terms of the whole package. And it's good to give these guys the best Formula 4 available on the market, and also the Formula 4 that they will find if they go racing in other championship, like for example in Italy or in Spain. So from this point of view, it's the perfect way to approach motorsport after karting or after any sort of experience. Also because what I say always is that the Formula is the perfect basically gym to learn and to train and to become the perfect school to become a professional racing driver.
Well, if the Formula is the gym, the circuit is the best machine to learn on. And Luca Filippi, can you bring us around Jeddah Corniche circuit one more time?
It's one of the special circuit because it's a permanent street course with many changes direction, as you can see from the layout. So it is interesting because you have a very, very even wear of tires right to left, which is quite unusual because most of the times the circuit, they are going clockwise, and so you lean more generally on the left hand side, which is the outside tire, while this time we are going anti-clockwise. So we have many turns, for example the longer turns like 13 or 27, that they turn left, so anti-clockwise, but everything else is down in changing direction in order to try and give similar degradation and energy both on the right side and the left side, like it is for example turn 5 and especially 8 and 9, which are very fast. And so for this point of view we have a very even wear of tire, which is making also the life of the tire and the consistency much better compared to other places.
Yes, Luca, you explained to us before about the sort of the harshness of the asphalt here, working in favor of tire longevity, I suppose you would call it. And you can see how beautiful a circuit it is from this shot here. I mean, at night especially, it comes to life. Everybody's already seen Formula 1 racing around the coast here at Jeddah, of course. That's what Corniche means. That's the coastline of Jeddah. And, well, it's equally as beautiful this weekend, whether it's F1 cars or F4 cars. coming down onto the grid now. I believe that everybody's about to stop in their boxes for the end of the sighting lap, and we'll go around one more time for the formation lap. Yes, I got the nod of approval there from the official driver coach, so I can't be too incorrect in the words I chose. Everybody coming into their boxes now. In just a moment, we'll have a green light displayed, and then they'll go around the track one more time to finish warming up their tires and getting themselves mentally prepared for the start of the race. And getting mentally prepared for the start of the race is got to be exactly what the red number 77 of Abdullah Al-Kabaisi is thinking, as he is starting P1 this weekend.
Yeah, and I have to say that for our top three of this grid, they have made an incredible journey so far from where they started in December in Bahrain with the trophy event. When we met them the first time, it was for all three basically the very first experience of a racing weekend in a Formula car, and it's impressive that now their pace, their control of the car, and their basically managing the whole situation, it became so natural, and the lap times are improving so much, and I think all three, they have to be proud of themselves for working hard and keep believing all the time that with the right approach, with the right tools, and I would say with equal cars, they were able to improve a lot and become a potential contender of a race.
Well, potential contenders of a race indeed they are. Abdullah Al-Kabaisi starting P1 in the red number 77, ahead of Abdulaziz Abu Zanada in the green number 99. Jabir Al-Thani takes the second row ahead of Faisal Al-Kabani, while Oscar Wirtz starts P5 ahead of Amna Al-Kabaisi. Hamda Al-Kabaisi is P7 alongside Solomon Zanfari, while Omar Al-Darain and Kirill Kutskov round out the top 10. Andrei Petrovich starts P11 ahead of Federico Al-Rafai and Sagar Al-Mashaj. While unfortunately Laura Villas can't join us as she is in the hotel sick, and John Shaw-Brobio is having a visa problem. Hopefully he'll be back next weekend though. Back to the on-track action now. As you can see, we're coming down the final sector of the track, being led around by the red number 77 of Abdullah Al-Kabaisi, and it is going to be very interesting start of the race here. We had an extremely interesting race in race 1 here at the Invest Saudi Jeddah Gulf Prix, and the action continues shortly. You can see everybody warming up their tires, getting ready to go. Luca Filippa has told us all about this time and time again, so I won't bore you with any more tire details. But coming around turn 27 now, you can see Solomon Zanfari, the orange number 52, Omar Al-Wadran, the yellow number 18, Omar Al-Duran, the yellow Flash, the silver Bullet, all coming down into their grid positions now, and Sagar Al-Masharji is unfortunately going to be starting at the end of the grid, because that's how fast he is in qualifying now. He set the 3 fastest lap times in qualifying, so that means he starts P1 in race 1, he starts at the back of the grid in race 2, and he starts P1 in race 3. So it's unfortunate how fast he's become in qualifying in this race. But that's how the cookie crumbles, isn't it? So coming down into their start boxes now, all the cars about to join us on track. Quick look into the pit lane where we can see the engineers looking on and the mechanics as well, all anticipating a fantastic race as we are joined at the back of the grid by the safety car. In just a moment you'll see the lights go on as the extinguish will be underway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights are on, and as they extinguish, here we go. Great start from Petrovic, who moves across to try and cut off Al Rafai, while Abdulaziz Abu Zanada in the green number 99 moves into first place, and the silver bullet takes P3 away from Jabir Al Thani. A little bit of contact, but they manage to continue going. Amda and Amda going very wide on the exit of P2, but everybody proceeds through the corners without further incident. Coming down now into corners 4, 5, and 6. We're 4 wide at the entry to that section, while Solomon Zanfari defends a purple car that may well belong to the number 8 of Amna Al-Khabaisi. Coming down now, we can see Oscar Wirtz, I believe, in the white number 11 car, or that might be the sister car of Federico Al-Rafai, battling out with the silver bullet of Faisal Al-Kabani, while Omar Al-Durain is about in the middle of the pack. Already fantastic driving from our Saudi competitors. Back to the front of the grid, though, the Saudi competitor to mention the most at the moment is Abdulaziz Abu Zanada. He's up into P1, ladies and gentlemen, and he's trying to stretch his lead, but looks to me at the back of the grid we've got a big lock up there from the red number 49 of Andrei Petrovic, who is not having the best weekend so far here at the Jeddah Corniche circuit. Back to the front of the grid now, though, another red car, number 77 of Abdullah Al-Khabaisi, is trying to challenge for the race lead, but it's just a little bit too far back from the man at the front of the grid, Abdulaziz Abu Zanada. You may well have noticed him from this weekend's poster and the weekend's poster before that, because that car is absolutely beautiful, whether it's on track or it's drifting through the in Saudi Arabia. Coming down now into the final corner, the final section of the track in just a moment will be in turn 27, which is the next place where Abdullah Al-Khabaisi could try to make a move, but Solomon Zanfari has found space on track and is making a move on what appears to be Amda Al-Khabaisi. Coming down into corners 24, 5, and 6 now. You can see the silver bullet of Faisal Al-Kabani holding position away from Oscar Wirtz, while there is a huge battle going on 4 wide almost into turn 27. Abdullah Al-Khabaisi maintaining his position, though he looks like you got a very slow line through corner 27, and Abdullah Al-Khabaisi may have made ground. Something has happened with Omar Al-Durain, though. There may have been some kind of contact, but it seems like he's able to continue racing. Coming down the main straight now, we are side by side. On the right hand side of your screens, the number 99 of Abdulaziz Abu Zanada. On the left hand side, Abdullah Al-Khabaisi. They come through turn 1 and 2, and Al-Khabaisi is up into P1, reclaiming his pole position here at the Jeddah Corniche circuit for race 2 of the MS Saudi Jeddah Gulf Prix. Coming through turn 3 now, Luca Philippe is begging for his turn to talk, so let's hand back over to him.
What a move from Abdullah Al-Khabaisi. What a move from the outside. Wow, that was impressive. And also well timed, because in the meantime we have Faisal Al-Kabani in third and Oscar Wirtz coming back. They had a fight in the first lap with Wirtz getting third place, but then Wirtz gave the position back to Faisal, maybe because of a track limit violation. And Abdullah is pushing hard, trying to get some gap from him to second place. Turn 13 overtake, finally.
Go, 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 keep going. What a move. Absolutely fantastic coming through turn 13. That's what we've been waiting to see all weekend long, all last weekend, as well as at the front of the grid. Abdullah Al-Khabaisi started to pull away a little bit, but now he's in trouble because Faisal Al-Kabani, the silver bullet, the silver number 7 car, the Jeddah native, is chasing him down, and we're side by side with the green number 99 of Abdulaziz Abu Zanada and the white number 10 or the white number 11 of either Federico Al-Rafai or his teammate Oscar Wirtz, who are both challenging for P3 now. But I don't know if anybody could do better than overtake at turn 13, Luca Philippe. Even if they manage to do it at turn 27 in just a moment's time, as they come down now into the final section of the track, we can see a purple number 88 trying to catch up to the back of Andrei Petrovic in the red number 49. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Faisal Al-Kabani is almost about to touch the wheel of Abdullah Al-Khabaisi. Coming into turn 27 now, I believe he's going all the way around the outside, the long way, the hard way, but he's going to make it stick. Yes, he is, but a little bit of a slow exit. They're still side by side with the red number 99, the red number 77, perhaps just slightly in front of his competitor, but they are 3 wide now, ladies and gentlemen, coming down the main straight, and it looks like Federico Al-Rafai is going to jump both drivers to take the top spot, but Faisal Al-Kabani has the inside line. Abdullah Al-Khabaisi backs off a little bit to avoid contact. He's going to go around the outside here at turn 2, keeps it on track nicely, and Andrei Petrovic up into P4 as well, ladies and gentlemen. It's all action on track at the moment, and it's now Faisal Al-Kabani, Federico Al-Rafai, and the red number 77 of Abdullah Abdullah Al-Khabaisi leading from Andrei Petrovic and Amna Al-Khabaisi, but at any moment that might change because the red number 49 is all over the back of the sister car.
So we lost Wurz and Abdulaziz Abouzenada, so I don't see them anymore, and we see yellow flags. Safety car on track, safety car. Let's hope the cars and the drivers are okay. Drivers first, of course. They were side by side in the fast section. They were more or less 3 wide with Wurz, Abdulaziz, and also Rifai. And then we haven't seen them after turn 22, so they should be more or less.
Must have been some contact somewhere. And with the full course yellow like this, that's the only eventuality. There may be safety car coming out on track, but I haven't seen that yet. And in just a moment's time, I'm sure we'll get a message down from race control, ladies and gentlemen. But until then, you'll have to make do with myself and Luca Philippe. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. It wasn't a long wait at all. Safety car is now deployed on track, and they will be collecting the drivers in just a moment's time. I can see on track the yellow number 18, the carbon number 99 of Jabbar Al-Thani, but of course Luca Philippe is correct, and we can't get a visual at the moment on two cars. As we continue around track, you can see that just exactly how beautiful this track is here, especially under the lights. If you just ignore the safety car boards, which are momentarily delaying all the action here, we'll be going racing again very soon indeed. We've sent a message up to race control to check on the drivers. No message back just yet. And until we get that message back, let's have a quick look at the replay of all the action coming into turn 1. Here we are on the left-hand side of your screens, the silver bullet, Faisal Al-Kabani going around the outside of turn 27 on Abdullah Al-Ghubaisi. That's the red car on the left-hand side of your screens now, ladies and gentlemen. As they come down the main straight, Abdullah manages to get a better exit out of that final corner, and that leads them going 3 wide at one point as they come across the finish line. Al-Kabani looks up the inside, coming down into turn 1. Al-Ghubaisi backs out a little bit to give himself space, while Al-Rafai goes around the outside of turn 1, takes the inside line at turn 2, closes the door on the exit, and Andrei Petrovic starts looking for a grid position, and I should say podium position. Coming down now into turn 13, I believe. No, not quite yet. We're going to continue racing through, and now we're back to the live action. The safety car, of course, has taken up the procession, and we're waiting for the marshals to recover the vehicles that must be stranded on track somewhere between turns 22 and the start to finish line.
Yeah, for sure. They were battling for third place, and it was Abdulaziz with Oscar Wurz and Federico Rifai very close, and then the benefit from this situation, it was from Federico Rifai that was in third place, and then after he was able to overtake Abdullah. Abdullah made a fantastic move. Abdullah Al-Ghubaisi a fantastic move on Abdulaziz Abouzenada in turn 1 from the outside. It was really nice, and I would say also the defending with Faisal. It has been honestly really good, and of course he has less experience and at the moment a little bit less speed compared to some of the guys around him, but he's good that he's able to fight with them in a fair way, in a safe way, and to basically stay with the group. I think he did a very good job in the group with the fighting we have seen so far.
Yeah, indeed, Luca, I can't disagree with you. And ladies and gentlemen, quick message down from race control. The drivers of car 99 and 11, that would be Abdulaziz Abouzenada and Oscar Wurz, are both okay up and out of their cars and on the way back to the pit lane to regroup for the next race. So not to worry, they're ready and raring to go. And with that performance at the beginning of that race, I'm sure Abdulaziz Abouzenada is more fueled up than ever before. P4 to go racing, because really it was a fantastic start for him. He took first place coming into the first corner, I believe, and managed to hold on to it for a lap. He was battling all the way with Al Khabaisi, who took him back on turn one at lap one, at the beginning of lap 2 or lap 3, and well, it was a fantastic fight from both drivers, and I can't wait to see more action just like that from them in the future. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going racing again in just a few days' time on the 6th of April, and I hope you rejoin us then, because it's just going to be more and more and more action here at the fantastic Jeddah Corniche circuit. As you can see, we're coming through the section of the track where the cars are being recovered. You can see on track the telehandler at the moment underneath the bridge there, recovering the vehicles. That must be where the incident took place, the safety car guiding the procession, I should say, through the incident. Both cars seem to be not too badly damaged. They're already up onto the recovery vehicles, which should mean about 5 more minutes until we can resume the race, unless there's any debris on track that needs to be recovered. We'll let you know as soon as we have any additional information on that. At the front of the grid, though, we can see Faisal Al-Kabani waving quite vigorously there, obviously on his mind tyre pressures, tyre temperatures, and that's going to be important coming into turn 1, Luca Philippe.
I was trying to look at the car of Omar, as at the beginning of the race he was in front of both Rifai and Petrovic, and but then he lost a few positions, and I just don't know if it was like just in a contact, or if he has a problem and his pace is not fast anymore, because for sure Omar was in the right position to try and fight Faisal, because he was quite close to him. For sure something has happened.
For sure something has happened, but that's part of the course with racing. When you push it to the limit, sometimes you dip a toe over that line, and there's only so much you can do at that point. But we can see on screen there, that's on the left-hand side of the screen, ladies and gentlemen, Oscar Wirtz, and he seems to be perfectly okay. He's talking to his engineer, that's Diego, on the right-hand side of your screen there, ladies and gentlemen. Both seem to be up and around, so that's fantastic news. Of course, they're already debriefing everything that happened on track in order to get ready for the next race, which is at I believe 1:30 a.m. Tomorrow morning still. And in just a moment the safety car should be coming in. We saw the recovery vehicles already loaded up last lap, so if we're lucky the lights will go out at the culmination of this lap. If not, it'll be another lap or so, ladies and gentlemen. Not to worry, with 16-17 minutes left on the board, we are still going racing shortly. Luca Philippe, Faisal Al-Kabani, what's going on in his mind at the moment? He's getting ready for his safety car restart. We've seen Kirill Kutskov do 2 safety car restarts now at turn 27, where he launched away very nicely. Did you get a chance to look at his data? What was his secret, and can you share it?
So regarding Faisal, I think he knows how to win races. Let's see.
There we go. We've got Abdulaziz Abu Zanada on screen as well now. That's the driver of the green number 99 car. In the center of the screen there, that's his father looking on. Of course, it's very disappointing for both. Exactly what happened on track, and but you know, it is racing, and we learn from our mistakes and we get better and better every time. I'm sure there was just some kind of contact between some of the people battling on track, and that led to one thing, and one thing led to another thing, and that often leads to a safety car, unfortunately. But not to worry, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back racing very shortly, and the silver bullet, Faisal Al-Kabani, is leading the race. Is this good news for Faisal Al-Kabani? All the time he spent on the safety car, he doesn't have to worry about Federico Al-Rafai just behind him, or Abdullah Al-Khabaisi just behind that driver, or Andrei Petrovic in P4 now.
So yeah, it's one of those situations where he's good, but he had a little bit of a lead, which now has disappeared, of course. But today we have seen that the slipstream is quite powerful, especially into the last corner, but especially from the last corner to turn one. So being in the lead, it means, yeah, you're controlling the group and you are first, but you could be under attack from the guys behind because the slipstream and the tow is particularly powerful today. And yeah, we've seen in the first race of the race that Kutskov was really able to make a fantastic defensive driving, and now Fasal really has to focus on the restart, try to stretch a little bit his lead, and yeah, keep everybody behind him.
Exactly, that's exactly what he has to do. He's effectively the safety car now, and coming around turn 25, I believe that is. He has only a few corners to prepare himself to launch the grid down the main straight, and he's going to have to do exactly that. You can see he's still waving on track. Everybody else is sort of slowing down and waiting for him now, because of course you've got to watch the leader to know exactly when to put the gas down. Of course, it's Faisal Al-Kabani's choice on when or not to do that. And he can afford to be weaving around, continuing to warm up his tires and go at a moment's notice. But Al Rafai and the drivers behind him all have to now center themselves and just be ready to put their foot down to get the best possible reaction time, because effectively Faisal Al-Kabani is a traffic light, and he's gone green, ladies and gentlemen, because now we are going flat out down the main straight. We can see that Andrei Petrovic got a good exit of turn 27 and is now going alongside the red number 77 of Abdullah Al-Kabasi as we come down into turn 1 now. Faisal Al-Kabani maintains his lead, but Federico Al Rafai is very close indeed as Sagar Al-Mashaj and Kirill Kutskov go wheel to wheel. Coming into turn 1, the red cars of Andrei Petrovic and Abdullah Al-Kabasi have switched position down into turn 1 as well. Very close indeed still, but it is Andrei Petrovic in that top spot, and Sagar Al-Mashaj now up into P5, I believe, as we continue around the course of the track. Coming down into turn 13, we can see a move now on the red number 77 of Abdullah Al-Kabasi from his sister, number 88 in purple, and that's a big crash there, ladies and gentlemen. The two drivers taking each other out on the exit of turn 5, I believe, or may well have been turn 8. It looked like Abdullah managed to continue, but his sister in the purple number 88 did not, and is now beached in the Tech Pro. But I may have just seen 3 cars wide going into turn 13, and is that another overtake at turn 13? That may be Solomon Zanfari making a move up the inside of the red number 77 of Abdullah Al-Kabasi. Back to the front of the grid now, though. We have Al-Kabani leading us around down into the final sector of this track. And the next opportunity for Federico Al Rafai to make a move is going to be turn 27, ladies and gentlemen, which is not an easy place to get it done. It's quite simple to go a little bit off the line and not get the right exit, not have enough momentum to go along the main straight. But Andrei Petrovic isn't going to wait for turn 27. He's all over the back of the white number 10 car of Federico Al Rafai, and this may be good news for Faisal Al-Kabani if he can use it to his advantage. But it looks like the other two drivers, the world champion Andrei Petrovic and Federico Al Rafai, a seasoned Formula 4 driver, are going around both sides, either side of the silver bullet, and are leaving him no space at all. Andrei Petrovic trying to push Federico Al Rafai out of the way there, but both drivers giving each other enough space to continue racing. We're going down the main straight now, across the start-finish line. Faisal Al-Kabani looking left, looking right, trying to find a way back past the Serbian in the red, number 49, while we've moved to a full course yellow now. This must be in response to the incident between the Al-Kabasis at turns 8, I believe. And that car will have to be recovered because it is in a dangerous position. With 10 minutes left on the board, we're going to have something very special happen here at the end of the race. And before then, though, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a quick replay of the incident. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is an overtake now. The purple number 88 taking her brother through turn 8, and just a touch there, and they go wide on the exit. And that's all there is to say about it. Number 88 getting beached in the Tech Pro, not able to continue. Looks like part of her rear wing is damaged, the upper plane perhaps. And well, that's how it went down between the Alcobaces. And coming back to the front of the grid now, just for a moment, ladies and gentlemen, before we switch back to a replay of the two red cars overtaking each other. That's Abdullah Alcabasi and Andrei Petrovic. Andrei on the right hand sides of your screens, diving up the inside of turn 1, securing that position. You can see that Abdullah doesn't want to give it to him and is about to try and make a move, decides better of it, backs off a little bit, and that's really what allowed the number 88, the purple number 88 of Amna Al-Gabasi to get right up beside him and try and make a move, and it just didn't work out in anybody's favor at turn 8. Solomon Zanfari here has now come into the pit lane, and in just a moment's time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure we'll see the recovery vehicles recovering Amna Al-Gabasi at turn 8, and as soon as they finish that, we will resume racing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very eventful race, as anything happened. Like, we have seen many changes, especially in the podium positions, as we have seen the beginning of the race. We had Oscar Wurz in those places, then we had also Abdulaziz Abuzanada, and then of course now Faisal. In one lap he lost 2 places, and while Al-Mosherji really got now also in the fight, starting from last. So he had I would say a very cautious and smart beginning of the race, but you know, he also benefit from some little accident. We have seen also the 2 brothers, Abdullah and Amda, unfortunately colliding. Abdullah used just too much the curb into the apex of turn 8, and I believe he sort of had too much understeer, and he couldn't quite avoid his sister, and that was definitely one of those things that you will never want to see between brothers, because it was not at all intentional. It's just that Abdullah, he was inside and he tried and give her as much space as possible, but to do that he used too much curb, and then the front of the car just bounced a bit and he lost his line, and he went into the side pod of his sister. So yeah, such a shame.
Yeah, it is regrettable, but there's not much we can do about it from up here, Luca Philippe. So let's have a quick run through the order as it is. Federico Al-Rafai up to P1, Andrei Petrovic just behind him, and Faisal Al-Kubani, the silver bullet, in P3. While Sagar Al-Mashers takes P4 ahead of Hamda Al-Kubasi. So there's a lot of serious drivers up at the front of the grid at the moment. So we're going to see soon exactly how they can finish the race. The safety car still on track, and they may need to repair that Tech Pro where Amna was beached at in just a few laps ago. So we may end up finishing under safety car, but with 6 minutes left to go, that's 3 or 4 laps of action. So with any luck, we'll get to resume racing before then, and I think Andrei Petrovic will have something to show us if we manage to get going once again. At the front of the track now, though, ladies and gentlemen, you can see the safety car is still leading us around, and the yellow flags being waved in the background, and the LED boards displaying the SC message, meaning, of course, that the safety car is on track. When the safety car is on track, ladies and gentlemen, of course, all the cars must stay lined up behind it, and, of course, proceed in an orderly, safe manner to allow the marshals to come out on track and recover any vehicles that need to be recovered. Coming around turn 8 now, though, on the exit, that's where Amna Al-Khabaisi was featured. We don't see her there anymore, so with any luck, the recovery vehicles have already received her, and shortly we'll be able to resume racing, but I'm sure we'll have to check if the Tech Pro is ready to go, and as soon as we get that message from race control, we'll go racing once again. Federico Alvafai there, ladies and gentlemen, the white number 10 car, getting himself ready, warming up his tires around turn 13. We go now, white, red, white, blue, blue, purple. That's Alvafai, Petrovic, Al-Kabani, Sagar, Kirill, and Amda. This is going to be a fantastic race restart in just a few moments' time. And hopefully we're going to see some very good overtaking maneuvers coming down into turn 1 and turn 2. Luca Philippe, if you were on track at the moment, what would you be doing to get yourself ready?
Wow, I mean, just ready to react to anything, because you have to take any opportunities, and still it's if we have time to restart, then even a single lap, it can be anything, to be honest. From my side, for sure, Federico and Andrei, they are fighting for the championship, so they will give each other no discounts. They will really have no mercy, no? While for the final podium position, Faisal will have to hang on, but Sakir is coming up fast with Kirill behind, and that's also another interesting fight.
A very, very interesting fight all the way down the grid, with everybody so equally matched here. I mean, we mentioned in qualifying that there's 0.3 of a second between the top 6 drivers and 0.6 of a second between the top 9 drivers. And with the safety car lights out now and 3 minutes left on the time board, that means we're going to have another 2 laps to go here at the Jeddah Corniche circuit for the second race in the West Saudi Jeddah Gulf Prix, of course, at the Aramco Formula 4 Saudi Arabia Championship. Coming around the final corner, the final section of the track now, we can see the yellows are still out, but not to worry, ladies and gentlemen. Federico Alrafai is now effectively the safety car in his red number. In his white number 10 car, just ahead of Andrei Petrovic in the red number 49 and Faisal Al-Ghabani in the silver number 7. As we come down now around what would be corner 25, which leads into 26, we see everybody being backed up and getting ready to push for this final lap, maybe 2 laps if we're lucky. Federico Alberfai obviously is ready to get going as he's put his foot down and is just past the exit of turn 27 now as he comes down the main straight. Andrei Petrovic too far back to make a move. A good restart there by Federico Alrafai.
Absolutely, very good start. He was able to pull a little bit of a gap while Faisal is under attack from Sakir Al-Mosherji.
Sakir Al-Mosherji all over the back of the silver bullet, but he's also got to contend with his teammate Kirill Kutskov in the light blue number 23 just behind him on the exit there of turn 2, ladies and gentlemen. Coming down into turn 4 now, is there a chance to make a move here? You've got to be very, very close indeed to make it happen, and Faisal Al-Ghabani goes a little bit wide on the exit of the entrance of that corner on the inside, but it seems to have, if anything, sped him up as he comes down now around through turns 6, 7 and 8. The silver car manages to maintain his position ahead of the light blue cars of Sagar Al-Mosherji and Kirill Kutskov. At the front of the grid, though, the battle maintains on, going on between Andrei Petrovic and Federico Alrafai, the leader at the moment, but there was a big lockup coming down into turn 13, which may well advantage one of the drivers. Well, as we know already, once you've locked up once, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse, and Al-Rafai, the white number 10 car, is leading us down the circuit still, but Andrei Petrovic is all over the back of him. Coming down now into the final sector of the track, Al Rafai still P1 ahead of Petrovic. That's the white number 10, leading the red number 49. Further down the order, you can see Omar Al-Duran fighting, which would appear to be Jabir Al-Thani. Coming down now into turn 22, 23, 24, we're going to head into the final section of the track and the next overtaking opportunity, which would be turn 27. But Andrei Petrovic isn't content to wait for that. Is already alongside at turn 25, which leads into 26. They're wheel to wheel as they come down, breaking into turn 27. They turn in, and Andrei Petrovic seems to back off slightly at the midpoint of the corner to give space to Federico Al Rafai, although doesn't seem to lose a significant amount of momentum on the exit. He's following Al Rafai closely, going left, going right to maintain his slipstream advantage. They come down the main street now for Al Rafai, trying to break the toe as they come down into turn 1. It's too wide behind at the front, and it's too wide on the second row of the grid as well. Andrei Petrovic doesn't manage to make the move. May have been a bit of contact between the front left end plate and the rear left tire of Al Rafai. As we continue down now into turn 13, it looks like this is going to be the last lap now, ladies and gentlemen. We should see the checker flag being waved as we cross the line one more time. Coming through turn 7 and 8 now, Al Rafai still leading the red number 49 car, and behind him it looks as if the team Sea Breeze Blue has managed to get past Faisal Al-Kabani. Sagar Al-Mashaj currently P3 ahead of Kirill Kutskov in P4. Coming around turn 13 now, Kirill not quite close enough to make a move on the number 5 car just ahead of him. And at the front of the grid, Andrei Petrovic and Federico Al Rafai are still battling it out for the top spot. With only 10 corners or less left to go, there's not a lot of time for these young drivers to make something happen, but they're going to battle all the way to the start-finish line. We've seen them 3 wide across the start-finish line before here at the Jeddah Corniche circuit, and it may well happen once again, at least with 2 cars on track at the moment. As we come down now into the final sector of the track, Luca Philippe, what do you think is going to happen at turn 27?
Turn 27, normally Petrovic is always really fast, and when he's attacking the entry of the corner, so he's a little too far compared to the previous lap.
Yeah,
maybe just a little too far
back. But those 2 light blue cars, Sagar and Kirill, are very close indeed. Lock up again there from Petrovic, and that's probably the end of the race for him. But it's side by side on the exit of turn 27 for Kirill Kutskov and his teammate Sagar Al-Masherji. Is Sagar going to hold on to that position? Who crosses the line first? Is it the blue number 5 or the blue number 23? It would seem to be the blue number 23 of Kirill Kutskov, who pips P3 at just the last moment. And with all the cars now across the start-finish line, I really need to head down to the podium, ladies and gentlemen, but not to worry, Luca Philippe is going to take very good care of you.
Wow, what a move from Kutskov. He induced Al-Mosherji to do a very slight little mistake in the very last corner, and Kirill had a much more momentum and much better exit, and he was able to pull the final move and claim the final spot on the podium. What a race! I mean, we know that reverse grids really deliver, but it was one of those races that anything happened, a lot happened. And from the defending point of view, I think Rafai made a very good effort in defending. Andrei, I think he had a bit more speed, but in the second last lap, he put himself in the wrong position by trying the outside, and he should have maybe try and make a sort of a crossing line in order to have a better exit. He would have been in a better position to overtake in turn 1 for the final lap. I mean, Andrei has been super quick, super good. He still has not so much experience in terms of racing in Formula 4, so for sure it's all experience that goes, you know, under his belt. and is definitely getting better and better in every aspect. Well, I have to say that it has been one of those races with a lot to talk about also after the race. Unfortunately, the two brothers colliding. There was a penalty of 10 seconds for Abdullah. From my point of view, was definitely not intentional. Of course, he was also with his sister. But yeah, by hitting the curb, he definitely upset the car and lost control. That was a shame. And the accident between Wurz and Abdulaziz was not what we wanted to see, that's for sure. It's a shame. Wurz was in a very good position to try and win the race, and not only lost the race, but his car is quite big damage, so I hope that he will be able to race in race 3. So Federico Rifai winning with a big fight. Is now very close in the points with Petrovic. I think they are basically equal in points, so it's one of those end of the championship that we will see who will be able to come out of the lead. So for the moment, these two are the two contenders, Federico Rifai and Andrei Petrovic. What a fight between these two, absolutely. And Kirill Kuskov again on the podium after an amazing, fantastic win in race 1. Sakir Al-Mosherji today super quick after being on pole position. And Faisal Kabani in 5th. Not a perfect race for him, but Faisal is a fighter, so we'll see him back in race 3 alongside Omar Al-Walid Al-Darayan for sure. And Abdal Kubezi in 7th. Unfortunately, Amna, like we said, he was out of the race after the contact with his brother. So, here we are with Formula 4 Saudi Arabia in the Jeddah Corniche street circuit. After race 2, the reverse grid, a lot of action. Definitely a lot of overtaking, and it was definitely a good show. But yeah, quite a bit of contacts. We now have 5 cars that have to be repaired, 4 cars that have to be repaired for race 3, and let's hope that all 3 can make it. Now let's hear from the top 3 finishers.
Here we are. There you are again. Were you expecting, starting so far from the back, to be again on the podium?
Yeah, actually could be a lot better. I could win this race easily for me, but just in the beginning, like lap 2 or lap 3, something like that, it was the incident. I was around the outside, and I was already P8 in that moment, and I had lost like 4 places there, and I let Federica, Petrovic, Andrei, and Sakir pass me. So it was really hard after that incident to make my race back through the field, you know. But I managed a really nice move, by the way, in the last lap, in the last turn. But, you know, without that incident, I was leading our group with Federico and Andrei. So for me, it could be a potential win, you know. But it is what it is. It's a good result, 2nd podium in a row.
Can you just explain us what you did at the last corner in the last lap?
Yeah, there was a long straight. The slipstream works really good in here, especially this race for some reason. I don't know. We still don't know why. But I pulled alongside and around the outside and just on the later braking, and then cut off him in the entry and make the move down.
So good job.
Thank you.
So Kirill Kuskov, third again. After the win of race 1, now again on the podium with position 3. And as you can hear, a professional driver, a motivated driver after a win, Then he finished third and he's not happy anymore. As he said, I could have won this race. And, you know, we understand him and we appreciate his effort. And he will try again in race 3. And now we hear from Petrovic.
You mean the safety car after they overtook him?
Here we are with Andre. After a very good podium in the first race, you are back on the podium. We're starting way far in the back. I mean, it was a really nice race to watch. What about you?
Yeah, it was a fun race. Usually I would have been happy with second, but my championship rival won. So not as good as we could have done, but it's still good, you know, second place after starting 11th. And the speed is looking good, so I'm looking forward to the next race.
What about the third race?
I'm starting third, so if I get a good start, I think I can be in a good contention for the win.
So good luck for the third one.
Yeah, so as he says, not ideal to finish second when your contender is winning. And let's hear from Federico Rifai after the win of race 2, and then he fight back for his title fight.
Federico Rifai, a win on this track, and were you expecting to be so high on the podium for this race?
Honestly, I wasn't really expecting a win. Starting from the back, reverse grid, I thought maybe, you know, top 5 would be a good result. But things unfolded perfectly for me. I had a good race pace as well. It was hard to keep Andre behind, but yeah, I managed to get my first win here at the track.
Well, looking from the screen seemed to be pretty tough, especially the first part of the race with a lot of people that were trying to overtake the other. And can you explain us what happened between you, Abdulaziz, and Oscar?
I'm not really sure what happened between the two of them. I went on the inside of Abdulaziz, we were 3 wide, and then from there I don't really see what happened, but maybe they come together on the outside. I'm not sure what happened.
Okay, and then on to the next one.
Yeah, so Marcello asked about the accident with Oscar and Abdulaziz, and they were 3 wide with Rifai on the inside, Abdulaziz in the middle, and Oscar on the outside, and unfortunately collided Oscar with Abdulaziz Abuzenada. Here we see again Faisal in contact with Jabor Altani, and then Faisal gaining the lead and still maintaining the lead in front of this time Al-Kubaisi. Oscar Wurz back in the pits after the accident. Here we have Andrei Petrovic getting into 3rd place, and unfortunately Amna Al-Kubaisi with her brother colliding together. What a fight here between Al-Rifai, Petrovic and Al-Kabani, with that situation giving Rifai the lead of the race. And here we have Al-Mosherji and Kutkov fighting with Faisal Al-Kabani. And at the very last lap, there was a fight for the winner, the winner of the race, and a fight for the podium, which saw Federico Rifai winning, Andrei Petrovic in 2nd, Kirill Kutkov on the podium, getting the place from Al-Mosherji in the very last corner. Al-Mosherji 1st, Faisal Al-Kabani 5th, Omar Al-Darayan in 6th, Amd Al-Kubaisi 7th, Jabur Al-Thani, another solid P8, Al-Kubaisi Abdullah in 9th, and Suleiman Zanfar in P10. Unfortunately, we had 4 cars damaged with Amn Al-Kubaisi, Abdulaziz, Abduzenada, Oscar Wurz, and as we said, also Abdullah Al-Kubaisi. So 4 cars damaged. We just hope we can get everybody on track, back on track for the final race of the day. So we have seen at the start the reverse grid with the poleman. It was Abdullah Al-Kubaisi, Abdulaziz Abuzenada in 2nd, Jabor in 3rd, Jabor Al-Thani, and very good start from Abdulaziz Abuzenada. With the yellow car we have Omar Al-Valed trying the inside, and then contact between Al-Thani and Faisal. And what a fight in the middle of the pack. We have Faisal Al-Kabani that for a moment it was overtaken from Wurz, that to do so he had to go on the runoff area, and then he gave the position back in turn 13 to Al-Kabani. And we have Zamfari with the orange car that we have seen him in 5th place for the moment. So here we will see Wurz giving the position back. Al-Kabani 3rd, Wurz 4th, Zamfari 5th. In the back, the red car, we see Petrovic and Rifai. 1-2 of today, they were at the back of the field. A lot of fight we can see in the first lap, with the reverse grid making as usual a lot of maneuvers and a lot of action. Here we are at the end of the opening lap, with the section going into the final corner. And now we will see Abdullah getting back into the lead. Abdullah Al-Kubaisi trying the outside and then having a better exit. And then he will overtake Abdulaziz in turn 1. In the same time, we have Oscar Wurz trying to overtake Faisal Al-Kabani. And here we have, what a move from Abdullah. And Abdullah was momentarily able to go in the lead. What a view here at the Jeddah Corniche circuit. And we heard from the top 3 of today's race. I have to say that it has been a bit of a crazy race, I have to say. But the important thing is to make sure that all the cars will be back on track for the last race of this event, which is the penultimate event of the Formula 4 Saudi Arabia Championship, certified by FIA. The last event, it will be on the Saturday night here in Jeddah Corniche circuit. It will be the final event of the season that will have the very first winner of the opening season of this championship. For the moment, the 2 contenders are Andrei Petrovic and Federico Al-Rifai. And for the 3rd position, we have a fight in between Kutskov, Zamfari, Hamd Al-Kubaisi, Oscar Wurz. And Saker Al-Mosherji as well. But Saker really has to make his pole position worth for the final race of the day. Al-Mosherji is a start in style with a perfect pole position that gave him the pole position both for race 1 and 3. Unfortunately, he stalled from the start in race 1. In race 3, he will start again from the pole, and he has to try and get the best out of his starting position in order to try and fight back for a potential podium in the final standing. So we are now waiting for the podium finishers, both for the overall classification and also for the overall classification, the girl classification, and the rookie classification. And here we see our big group of our family with all the guest VIP organizers, drivers, engineers, and everybody here waiting for the podium. And for sure also the stewards and the race director will have some work to do now to review all the action and the accident that we have seen during this reverse grid race. I have to say that there was a lot going on. Definitely racing is one of those sports that we could see some contact sometimes, but also now that all the drivers are running in a very similar pace, then it pushed most of the drivers to find their limits also in the overtaking. They had to take a bit of an extra risk, so we just have to see if there are any potential actions taken accordingly to the regulation, to the FIA guidelines, and we have a team of 3 stewards, international stewards that are here to review all the accident. Our race director and for my point of view, it has been definitely a spectacular race. I just hope that we had slightly less, a bit less damages on the car in order to make sure that we have everybody on the grid for the last race. What a view we have here on the main straight of this circuit. It's super quick circuit because you don't have many places where you go up to sixth in 4 different times in a single lap. So this is definitely one of those circuits that you go to a very high minimum speed, and actually 5 times you go up to sixth, and so it means that you have a very, very high percentage of the circuit that you are staying flat out. And as we said previously, this is the fastest street circuit of the world, and is one of those places where is not just that you have to go close to the wall and you have to be precise, but also carrying a lot of speed into the corners, trying to maximize the exit, as there are these very long straights where you have to maximize the power available from these Formula 4 cars. Here we see the aerial view, and on the right hand side we see where the podium is, and with the people now starting to move towards the podium, we will see the top 3 finishers and the top 3 rookies and the top 3 girls of today, race 2, which is the second race of the day. The final one will be more or less in 1.5 hours, and it will be the last race of the day, which is the penultimate race event of the season. The final one, as I said before, it will be next Saturday, so you have to follow us and as it will be the final event, and we will be having the winner. We will give the crown of this championship to only one winner, and will be also the rookie winner and the female winner. And I just can't wait to see how it will end, because it's still very hard to say, because the fight is on. But let's go to the podium of today, race 2, reverse grid. Go, Aaron. See you later for race 3.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being so very patient with us. We're coming down to you for the podium celebration now for the second race here at the Invest Saudi Jeddah Gulf Prix. Unfortunately, there's still an ongoing issue with the timekeeping, which has caused us to roll back the results by 1 lap. We'll have all the details for you on our social media later today. But without any further ado, then let's get into the podium celebration with the overall category to start things off. And in third position, we have Faisal Al-Kabani. And in second position, Andrei Petrovic. And in first position, atop the top step of the podium, Federico El Rafai. And now for the trophy presentation. Mr. Shafiq Barik from Peaks, if you'd be so kind to please present the third place trophy. And if you'd be so kind, please, Mr. Hassan Al-Jabani, the national steward, if you would present the second place trophy. And of course, Mr. Ali Saman, if you'd be so kind as to present the first place trophy. And now for a quick photo opportunity. And if the presenters would now please join us on the podium. Thank you very much, everybody. And now for the rookie podium, if the presenters would please stay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, let's get into the rookie podium. In third place, Kirill Kutskov. And in second position, Sagar Al-Mashaj. And in first position, atop the top step of the podium, Andrei Petrovic. And now for the trophy presentation. If Mr. Shafiq Barik from Peaks would be so kind to present the third place trophy, please. And if Mr. Hassan Al-Jabani, the SAMF National Steward, would be so kind as to present the second place trophy, please. And if Mr. Ali Saman, the Technical Director of the SAMF, would be so kind as to present the first place trophy, please. And now for a quick photo opportunity. And now if the presenters would please join us on the podium. Thank you very, very much, everybody. And with that, really, we've reached the end of the second race here at the Invest Saudi Jeddah Gulf Prix. So for me, Aaron Thompson, of course, my fantastic co-commentator, Luca Philippe, the grid walk interviewer, Marcello Plessi, and all the hard-working boys and girls here at the Formula 4 Saudi Arabia Championship, fueled by Aramco. Thank you very, very much for watching the race, and I hope to see you again soon for the third race, the final race this weekend.